Merry Christmas. Happy Boxing Day. That was that was not today. Hello. This light is way too bright. Hold on, let me shut this back a bit. That can go like nope, now it's not bright enough. No. That'll do. I guess. That light, that's the right light. Let's move over here. Hi. Hello everyone. I'm coming to you live from my mom's office. I am still here. I have not gone back to New York yet. My siblings left, but I have not left. We're gonna watch the Nutcracker. The 2010, the $100 million Nutcracker. I have not seen this. I've heard there is Nazis and rats. And I'm excited. I just got back from the theater. I just watched Marty Supreme. So now I'm gonna watch the opposite of that and watch this with all of you. Looks like we got the regulars. Hi Abe, Fooly, Chris, Snowy, Jonathan, Jacob, Falling Away. Oh hello, Maddie, Joe, Bob, 5770. That's 3 names. That's a lot of names. Is that your full name, Maddie, Joe, Bob? Or is it Maddie, Joe, and Bob? Is it a shared account? I have many questions. I think you should. Everyone tell me what movies you watched this Christmas. I mean, if you see my letterbox, my family just let me kind of put on whatever I wanted. And I put on a lot of weirdo stuff. Put on a lot of weirdo stuff. And this is one of those weirdo things. Jacob, I hope you find your cat. That really sucks. That is a sick birth name. I love that. And, oh, you can't hear me. Do I need to turn the volume up? How about now? Is that any better? Did I watch the Pee-wee Christmas special? No, I didn't get around to it. But I'll try to do it before New Year's. Because after New Year's, you're not allowed to watch Christmas stuff anymore after that. I just watched Marty Supreme. And Marty Supreme, in its own way, reminded me a lot of One Battle After Another. Just so chaotic. Nice. I haven't seen Knives Out 3 yet. I will. I was gonna watch with my family, but then my parents had already seen it, so I'm just the fool who didn't see it on my own. Happy almost birthday. Well, we got a light crowd tonight. But for those of you that are here, we're going to watch Nutcracker together, and we're going to love it. And it's going to be great, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and it won't traumatize us at all. Because we've all seen so many movies that nothing shakes us anymore. That being said, I will not watch Terrifier. I'm good. I don't need to see that. Confessions of a Shopaholic. I watched that years ago. My favorite detail about that movie is that it came out a few months before the 2008 stock market crash. Hell yeah. Anyway, I'm trying to up my energy. I'm gonna go get a coffee in a sec. A nice evening coffee. It is 6:37 here. And I want to be hopped up for this. Also, thank you all to the regulars who joined me so much this year. All the movies that we watched together as friends, as patriots, whatever. Shout out to all of y'all. We watched a lot of movies. I started doing this stream last year as a way to just get myself to watch more movies I wouldn't otherwise watch. And now I have made you all, I mean, not made you, you showed up here. But you joined me for a lot of movies, and we're going to keep doing that because I watch movies anyway, so I may as well watch them with a small audience and earn $1 or $2. And, oh my gosh, the video is lagging. I actually need to upgrade my computer. I don't know if you all can hear this, but my computer sounds like it's melting. How bad is it lagging for you? I bet it's lagging really bad. Ooh, I might have to make this audio only if this keeps up. Whatever. I came up here because it's closer to the router. Because if you were here last week, the stream just, like, could not. Just couldn't. It just couldn't. But now I'm in the same room as the router, and it still looks like it's lagging a lot, so that's great. I blame the Wi-Fi in my parents' house. And my computer. My computer is old. I don't know if y'all can hear this, but it sounds like it's melting right now, trying to run this stream. It sounds like when I worked at an office of like 400. Okay, I will get a new computer next year. I just need some money. I gotta pay my taxes first. I don't really know how much I owe. Before the year is over, I'm gonna put out one more little video I recorded. It's me rambling about the worst movies I've seen in theaters, so that'll probably be uploaded tomorrow or the next day. I got one of my new interns to edit it for me, and she did a fantastic job. Honestly shocked my computer just hasn't blown up yet. Knock on wood. This computer I got it in 2020, so it's now more than 5 years old. And I've used it every single day. Basically every day since I got it. So, of course it's running like this. I'm not seeing any, like, it's showing all green bars, so. Yeah, tell me how far behind I am. Anyway, as usual, I'm raising money for GoFundMe campaigns in Gaza. If you could donate $1 or $2, that would be great. If you want to support me, best way to do that is joining my Patreon or by becoming a channel member and gifting memberships. If you pay $2, you get an emoji of, oh, my computer is not, oh, wow, okay. Pay $2, you get the Zoe Saldana Pog face, exclusive, which I'm gonna put on a shirt, I swear. I want to put it on a shirt so bad. You can also gift memberships. Shout out to our good friend, Mr. Study 8110 last week, who donated a ton of memberships. That was really cool of you. I saw you in the chat earlier, so I know you're here. Shout out you. I appreciate you so much. And we're gonna get this started. I'm gonna go get a coffee. And let me see if I can do anything to make my computer run less terrible. Oh, oh, oh! It's chugging. It's chugging. All right, so I might just at some point. You don't need to see my face. At some point, I might just turn off the camera because this is not. It's my computer is struggling. You can barely hear. My audio is showing up fine on the bottom. Let me see if I can. Is that any better? A lot of static in the audio. Shit. Ugh. We might have to just live with that. My computer, the static is from the computer sounding like it's gonna blow up. Which is kind of perfect for this movie if you think about it. Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna turn off my camera. I wanna see if that makes any difference. Okay, now my camera's off. Alright, well already my computer is running a little bit faster. Let me try closing out of some apps. You gotta do what you gotta do when you're stuck at home. Computer still kind of sounds like it's melting. Computer, can you just like not do that maybe? Please? Please? I'm begging you. Don't do this to me. Well, great. Now I close the chat. You know, I'm gonna pull up the chat on my phone. That will help marginally. Why you coming home 5 in the morning? Something's going on, can I smell your dick? Don't play me like a fool, 'cause that ain't cool. So what you need to do is let me smell your dick. 2000. Okay, so 2026 will be the year of me making better, having better quality streams. That's what this will be. But at least if you can't see me, then you can't see what I'm doing. Then you're gonna miss all of my mom's wonderful office decorations. So, I don't know. When I get a new computer, I swear it'll be glorious. You'll be see me streaming in 4K, Ultra HD, extra wide, big money, something. Mr. Study, you did it again. Thank you so much. That is so cool of you. And you threw memberships to Kalia, Thirst Ghosting, Odal Bungo, Beef Ketchup, Boy-ish Mistakes. Thank you. Also, I figured out, so when you gift channel memberships, it defaults to people who are in the stream first, and then if it runs out of those, then it goes to just other subscribers who have tuned in for the live streams before. So I actually don't know if these people are in the chat or not. But thank you so much, Mr. Study. That is so cool of you. I really appreciate it, especially because I spent money on Christmas gifts and I need to pay some bills. Thank you so much. Okay. What are we thinking? There's only 16 of you, so that's cool. Just a cozy little night watching the Nutcracker. But then if anyone joins, they're gonna think the stream is busted. Oh, that static is horrible. That was a test to see how it sounds. That was a test to see how it sounds when I'm muted. So maybe I'll just mute myself when I'm not talking. That static is really bad. That is atrocious. That is horrible. This is not a good setup for streaming. Okay, so when I'm not talking, I'll just hit the mute button. I am going to put the video capture back on, but I am going to make it bad quality. And this is going to be the crunchiest live stream of the year. And y'all are going to love it. Jeez, that is terrible. There's got to be a way to make that not so terrible. Probably not, actually. We make do. Country girls make do. Alright, I'll be right back. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. I gotta go grab water and stuff before I gotta hydrate for this experience, so BRB. I'm back. My computer still sounds like it is melting. But we're gonna do this anyway. For the love of the game. So, the movie, I linked to it in the chat. Everyone pull it up. We're starting on time tonight. Not messing around. What did I miss? 28 people. That's embarrassing. Sorry that the quality is so garbage. Sorry the audio sounds like that. If I move it like a little bit further away from the mic, maybe that would help. Unless... No, that's the front of the mic. Why is it... Wait. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm gonna try something. Okay, is that any better? This setup here was like daisy chained from one USB to another. So is this even a little bit better? Actually, I can just listen to it. Oh my gosh, thank you, Richard. Thank you so much. Okay, wait. I should have announced this beforehand. So for fundraising tonight, do I have a whiteboard? Oh, I do have a whiteboard. Okay, wait. Can y'all even see that? That's close. Yeah, you can see it. It's fine. I'm gonna write some numbers on this board. But I was gonna say, not for tonight, but in the new year, super chats and live stream will just go to me, because the way YouTube takes a cut, I have no real way of figuring out how to like portion that out for donations. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and count. There's a nice 20. You can't even read this. You can't even read this. What am I doing? I make it bigger. Oh wait, no, I have black. Wait a minute. Let me see if this... Wow, that really isn't any better. Wow, that's kind of fucked up, actually. That's upsetting. again, thank you, Richard. Let's get this movie started. I don't want to delay the Nutcracker 2010 anymore. When I'm not talking, I'm just going to mute myself. And hopefully soon I will have a new computer. And I don't have to deal with this shit anymore. Hello? Okay, wait, hold on. Why are you coming home? 5 in the morning. Does anyone have the movie pulled up? Sorry, I had to pull up something. Why is it showing up like this? Please don't show up like that. That's really annoying. Come on. Oh my gosh. Please. I have things to do. Alright, okay, alright, okay, alright, okay, alright, okay. To the 20 of you here. Oh wait, I just missed it. Mr. Study gave another 5 gift memberships. Thank you so much. Dude, I really appreciate that. You're helping me pay for all the Christmas gifts I had to buy for my family. Speaking of Christmas gifts, what did you all get for your Christmas? And or Hanukkah? Or whatever gift-giving holiday you celebrate? Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. This is it that is that is a donation for me, and I really appreciate that a lot. Um, I'll be honest, this year did not make as much money as I did last year. Last year, I made more money, and this year, not so much. So, next year, I gotta put in the work. I gotta pump out the videos. I gotta force some autistic people to watch Young Sheldon, and they're gonna love it. You got Dragon Age Inquisition. That game is like 11 years old. I played that in like 2019. Did not play the new one. I heard it's bad. Veilguard. Inquisition is the only one I ever played. I liked it when I played it like 6 years ago. Abe said, for Christmas I got a Journey to Pandora with my stoner aunt and uncle. Real. As in you went to see Avatar 3? Oh my gosh, this is... You know what? It's fine. Whatever. Alright, so pull up the movie. I have it pulled up personally on ok.ru. If you have this movie pulled up somewhere else, check the runtime, because last week we screwed up and we were out of sync for Santa with Muscles. Not that it really made a difference. The version that I'm looking at is about 1 hour and 48 minutes. Oh, jeez. 1 hour and 48 minutes of this. Ooh, Richard, you got a PS5? Welcome to the club. Friend me on PlayStation. I have an absurd amount of trophies. My username is Evasive-01. I'm in the top 10,000 in America for PlayStation trophies somehow. You got Armored Core 6. Mr. Study, I'm not going to let anyone buy me a new computer. I can get a new computer. I can afford, I swear, next year. Also, when I stream games on Thursday nights, it's off my PlayStation, so don't even worry about it. Okay. Let's start nutcracking. Why am I getting a phone call? Never mind. Let's start nutcracking. And I will mute myself whenever I'm not talking, so you don't have to hear this. What my computer's doing. Ooh, craft organizer card. Okay, let's get this started. I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1, go. So I hope y'all are ready to nutcrack. Also, again, thank you to Mr. Study for donating those channel memberships, and thank you to Richard for your donation. Why are there 43 people here? Disturbing. Okay, let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Don't go. Okay. Sorry. You were so close. I tricked you. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Yes, a Russian bank. This movie was a money laundering scheme, right? Vinish Konkom Bank presents. A Nutcracker come on, a Nutcracker Holdings. This was a Russian money laundering scheme. Yeah, thirst ghosting. Mr. Study in the chat. A way to donate to me personally is by donating channel membership. So Mr. Study donated about $20. Yeah, $20 to me by gifting channel membership. So I got a coffee. My computer is running at 2 frames a second. Again, you gifted more. Can I just say you're like one of my biggest stream gifters I've ever had. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you for the donations. Thank you so much. Thank you. This is really helpful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Please join all my streams and always gift things all the time. I love money and I love receiving memberships, and I love that people can use the Zoe Saldana Pog face not only in my chat but in the actual channel comments too. Don't worry, I'm still here. I'll live with it. Mr. Seti, I love you and I'm glad you're here. It sucks that the last two streams you've joined have been running on potato quality. Normally it's not this bad. Normally it's a lot better than this. And when I get my new computer, it'll be even better. And by even better, I mean the bare minimum. Yeah, would you not say the stream is running at potato quality right now? And last week, solid Nokia cell phone streaming. Thank you. I'm very proud of the Chuck and Larry video. It is one of my finest. I don't know how many of you are on my Patreon, but I did post a message. Alex, the guy who's been editing my intros and backstories all this year, he got a full-time job, so he is no longer going to be editing for me next year. Instead, I've hired someone else, and I've instructed him to do less millennial jokes. So we'll see how that goes. Garland, I love that for you. Finish your semester, got a girlfriend, watched La Ain and Angel's Egg in theaters. I haven't seen those in years. Those are great movies. And I'm sure what'd your girlfriend think? Give me your girlfriend's review. Garland, please, I need to know your girlfriend's reviews of these movies. NC? Like NC-17? Why did they make his eyes look like that? That was a mistake. They should not have done that. Alex, drop her letterbox. And if she doesn't have a letterbox, tell her to make one. This holiday, my brother had friends visiting, and I got my brother to make a letterbox and one of his friends to make a letterbox. So that's my contribution to society for the week. The NC stands for Nostalgia Critic. You're right. I have a feeling they're gonna start singing very soon. Just my instincts are telling me they're gonna start singing. I love this already. The NC does still stand for Nostalgia Critic, so this is just the Nostalgia Critic movie. The Nutcracker could look worse. I don't hate how I've seen a lot worse. I just watched the Christmas Chronicles, the Christmas movie with Kurt Russell as Santa, and the elves in that movie look a lot worse than this guy does. I mean, so far this movie is not that bad, but I'm sure it's going to get a lot worse very soon. Also, I want to say thank you again to Mr. Study in the chat for donating those memberships. And thank you to Richard for your donation of $20. Um, I am checking the fundraisers on the side of the screen. I will write the number on the board. But it looks like we have all regulars tonight, pretty much. So this is just a chill Nutcracker. That's a clown. That is a clown. That's a clown who just broke a bed. Okay. All right. If you want to support me, join my Patreon or become a channel member, or gift memberships to other people. I love the support and I love you all. Here's a heart. Wait, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, the chat just updated. Thank you so much to Study again for the donation and to Garland. Thank you so much. Oh my god, I gotta add more emojis. Because, the more channel members I get, the more emojis I can add. So if you, because you donated, especially you, Mr. Study, if you want to send me an emoji request because you've donated so much at this point, let me know. I'll make it into an emoji for use in future streams and comments. This is so cool. Thank you so much for the donation. Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I wish you were here for a stream that was running in better quality, but I'll be back in New York soon. Also, you can join my gamer streams, which I do every Thursday. I'm playing Oblivion right now. I'm about 2 streams into Oblivion. I stream on Thursday nights. When I get back to the city, I'm going to pick up where I left off. Again, thank you all so much. And Mr. Study, please let me know what emoji you'd like me to add to the chat. You can come up with whatever you want, just as long as I can actually do it. You think real, you mean Rear Window, or do you mean Real Window? Is there a movie called Real Window? Oh, the static got better? It's a Christmas miracle. My computer does sound quieter. Is the static better? Oh, hello. Who is this? Mother. She is mothering. If there's one thing I do in my live streams, it's put in effort. I wrote some names. I wrote Richard, I wrote Garland, and I wrote Mr. Study and put a bunch of stars next to your name as a thank you. I did write it diagonally, just pretend like I wrote it straight. Because I don't feel like fixing it. I mean, this is cool. This is like a cool thing right here. I like this. It only looks like dandruff because of the quality. I'm sure that in theater quality it probably looks better. In 3D, remember this was Muppets in 3D. This was the Nutcracker 3D. So you have to imagine you're watching this with 3D glasses right now. You think I'm not straight? Well, I'm not gay either. I'm kind of just nothing. I kind of just don't do anything besides watch movies and play video games. So, I'm not straight, but I'm not gay either. I'm just kind of nothing. No, I'm not back home. I am in my mom's office, which is closer to the router, so the quality is a little better, but I can see in it's still pretty bad. Um, I also need a new computer too, so my computer is melting trying to run the stream at this point. So this computer's like almost this is a 5.5-year-old computer, so I think Mac is just trying to tell me I need to buy a new computer, fork over the money or whatever. Yeah, Garland, I am. You caught me. I've said it before. No, I need a brand new, big, stupid, fresh computer. I need a computer with a. Because I've used this computer like pretty much every day since I got it 5.5 years ago. So, of course, it's running like this. Like, of course it is. My computer before this only lasted like 4 years, so. Hi, Savannah, the fangirl YT88388884. You missed it. We have people donating channel memberships in here, giving out emojis. I'm running in potato quality because I'm streaming from my mom's house, parents' house. They live together. I'm streaming from my mom's office. And also, my computer desperately needs to be replaced, so that's what's going on here. I just upgraded my phone. For Christmas, my parents, like, helped me upgrade my phone. So I finally got that new iPhone, whatever it is, 16, 17, whatever the new one is. I just got it. Shout out me. But maybe I should have asked for a new computer because now I gotta pay for that. So why was this movie chosen, you ask? There's someone in the chat named Abe who insisted we watch this. And since Abe has been tuned in for almost every live stream I've ever done, I had to give him this request. So that's why we're watching the Nutcracker right now. Someone just donate again. Okay, Mr. Steady, you're just trying to like be my best friend. You gave away even more. Thank you. And I love seeing these like random usernames you dig up by doing this. Dafunk back to Dapunk808. That's like an awesome username. Gustavo Tat. Honestly, I would donate money just to see these random usernames. I donate money to myself, which is paying myself. Thank you again, Mr. What do you want to say like what your name is? Because Mr. Study is a great name, but I want to know who I'm actually talking to here. Who's bankrolling me to watch the Nutcracker 2010 right now? I need to know. Inquiring minds need to know. Is this where the Nazis show up that I've heard so much about? Is that the Underminer from The Incredibles? That's a cool name. MJ? I love that. That's awesome. I like that name. I've never seen it written like that before. That's really cool. So, um, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't didn't the Nazis use the term rat as like a term to describe Jewish people? Why would they make the Nazis the rats? I thought that this is. Why am I even questioning? Why am I questioning this? There's no point in questioning this at all. Oh, and I missed this earlier. Thank you so much to August in the chat for donating another $25 directly to one of these Gaza GoFundMe's. Thank you so much. So that's 5, 7. Okay. I can't do math. Fun fact about me, I cheated in the last math class I ever took, and I got caught cheating. And nothing happened because the teacher had no proof. Do, 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 do. Oh. Thirsty ghosting. That's another thing I got to do better. If you're in the Discord, oh, I forgot to put. This is. I'm so disorganized when I'm home with my family. My brain like reverts to like my high school state. I spent the holidays showing my family cursed Christmas specials. We watched a lot of cursed stuff, and I'll get into it later if I remember to. I'll probably forget. I gotta focus in on these Nazi rat people. They look like Who's. They look like the Who's in the Grinch movie. The live action Grinch movie Who's. I hate all of this. This is getting disgusting. This is like when they filmed Cats and they didn't know what they were filming because it was all on green screens. MJ, thank you again for another $5. You want to say again? You don't know the story of the Nutcracker, so this will be canon to you. Yeah, no, this is canon. This is the only lore you need to know. Ugh. I mean, I thought they'd look worse, actually. They just look like the Who's from the Grinch movie. Like, I mean, they look bad, but they don't look any worse than the Who's from Whoville. Chris, I think the Rat King is John Turturro. I'm, like, pretty sure that is him. I'll look it up. Swift, I remember the Christmas this came out. This movie bombed. This movie bombed, like, really hard. I'm pretty sure based on the Russian bank whatever presents at the beginning of the movie, this was some kind of, like, Russian money scheme. This isn't a professional microphone. This is a Yeti. This is a Yeti Blue. Um, my mom has this though because she has to do Zoom calls and stuff a lot for her job. Thank you again to Richard and Garland and August and Mr. Study who especially donated a lot of channel memberships tonight. If you want to get in on this and have me write your name on this whiteboard next to me, and also support me in paying back for all the Christmas gifts I bought for my family and keeping this place in business, I would love if you could become a channel member or donate channel memberships. It is $2. You get a Zoe Saldana pog face emoji and whatever kind of emoji Mr. Steady comes up with. Because, again, you donated more channel memberships than anyone else this year, so I definitely have a free emoji spot. Garland, you're so nice. Thank you so much. Let's see who gets them. You just sent 5. Let's see. PPP Dubs. Maya.in.nightmareland. Augustina999. MO5E5. I got some crazy subscriber usernames. Card Captor Yui. If any of you are in the chat, shout out. Again, thank you so much, Garland. That is super appreciated. I need more water, so I will be right back. Let me know what happens. But I'm going to keep my AirPods in so I can still hear. Wait, never mind. I'm going to see what happens here, actually. Excuse me, hold on. This is what happens when... no, it was too slow. It was too fast. I was going to make a Minecraft joke. Never mind. Mr. Steady, you donated again. Thank you so much for your donations. I really appreciate it. Let's see who got them. Ago Hiza, Awawa 9454, Keely Tomfoolery, Synonyms of Speeches, and Zap Action Dower. There's so many people out there. Thank you so much. That is super appreciated. Just for you, I found a yard of bubble gum. I hope the camera can see this. I'm going to open this up. If you post a link in the chat, I can't see it. YouTube automatically blocks posting links in chats for spam purposes. What did you try to send me? You can also send me an email. My email is in my channel description if you want to send me an email. Here with my secrets. Here with my passion. I'm kidding. She's not that bad of a singer. Is she singing? Is that actually her voice, or did they dub her over with someone else? He used his Albert Einstein senses. His Albie senses. I want to watch this movie, but I'm really just distracted by this yard of bubblegum. I'm actually kind of impressed how when it's not musical, it's kind of boring. I know this is lagging really bad, but look at this. What color should I do, chat? You're kicking Timon from Lion King out of your house? I do it too. Timon was kind of annoying. I have chosen, yup. I have chosen red. Fun fact about me, for when I open my P.O. box, just so y'all know, I love cherry flavored stuff. I'm a big fan of Red 40. I think Red 40 tastes delicious. Mmm. Yummy, yummy Red 40. I'm so sorry about the lag. Y'all saw me do that? No, you didn't. How's my lucky pebbles? How do y'all feel about this column of bubble gum next to me? Y'all ever heard about Notch's house? Like the guy who made Minecraft? Apparently when he moved into his mansion in LA, he has a candy room, but the candy room was put in like it's a room full of like candy dispensers, but it was all put in when he moved in. So now all of it's really stale. And that's all I have to say about Notch. Thank you for another, for another $5. Um, MJ. You sent me a DM on Instagram because you couldn't find an email. Oh, the email is in my YouTube channel description. I should have clarified that. But thank you for reminding me I should also put it in my link tree. Jeez, okay, this is harder than it looks to balance this. Thank you so much. I'm gonna see what you sent. Okay, MJ, I just responded to you on Instagram. MJ, Mr. Study has asked for an emoji of Kevin James carrying Adam Sandler from the cover of I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry. I have just Kevin James's head as a emoji, but you're right. Them carrying each other is a great gay addition to my gay emojis. So I will do that, and I want to say thank you. I love wherever this is going. Raina Dora, I had an edible too. Shh, don't tell YouTube. They're making him crack nuts. Is that a harpoon? Ah! Oh no. That's horrible. No, don't do that again. This is some Resident Evil shit. Also, I forgot to say earlier, thank you to James Meredith in the chat for donating $36 to the GoFundMe page. That is super appreciated. Thank you so much. I'm going to write your name down too and update the total. Hold on cuz I can't look at this. I can't look at this much longer. Don't even get me started on live action Cat in the Hat. I want to make furries watch that movie. Should I make furries watch Cat in the Hat? I've definitely brought it up before, but what is what is happening? Um. Okay, hold on. This movie is taking a lot out of me right now. Hello, Crass. Thank you for $2. Did you get to the Holocaust part? No. I mean, we got to, there's Nazis, so, but I'm, what is the Holocaust part? Please describe in detail in the chat what this is. Mr. Study, thank you for another 2. This must be very interesting as a ballet. Okay, in the chat, if you've seen the Nutcracker ballet, say something. 'Cause I remember seeing it once as a kid when I lived in Rochester, Minnesota. My parents took us to a production of the Nutcracker at the local theater in Rochester, Minnesota. And I don't think it was touring. I think it was literally a local theater production. Um, so I like the the show is more about vibes than it is plot. Most of this plot they just kind of made up for this movie. But the actual Nutcracker is more so about the dancing and like the dancing performances. The plot is very loose. It's a girl goes to her Christmas tree and has some dreams or something. Kind of Wizard of Ozzy, if I remember right. This is just I don't even. They just made this shit up. I lived in Minnesota in 4th and 5th grade. So when I was like, we moved there when I was like 8, and we left when I was. No, we moved there when I was 9, and we left when I was 11. So I was only there for a very brief amount of time. And it was Rochester. If you're from the Midwest, you might know what Rochester is. Even as a kid, I was like, this is not it. This town is not it. I'm sorry, Rochester. Ratification. Falling away from the norm, I'm guessing because you type that in all caps that you live in Minnesota. I have relatives. I was just in Minnesota actually this year. I have relatives who live in I have relatives who live in the Detroit Lakes area, if you know where that is. They own a bunch of car dealerships in Fargo. But I saw them this summer, so I was in Minnesota this year for the first time in many years. I road tripped through Minnesota actually because we had to go from Minneapolis to Detroit Lakes. So we like road tripped up the whole state. I saw a lot of Minnesota this summer. So we had to road trip back to Minneapolis afterwards too. I saw a lot of Minnesota this summer. Unforgettable stuff. They had trees. They had lakes. They had lake houses. Some mud. Some cornfields. I saw some animals. I went to a Walmart. Thank you for another donation, Crass. $5. Oh. Well, I'm excited for that. Yeah, Rochester is where the Mayo my dad worked at the Mayo Clinic for a little bit. That's why I live there. Minneapolis. I was just there. Y'all got a great airport. This is all new to you, Mr. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, okay, it's all new to you. I've really been ingesting a lot of Christmas content this year. The last like few days. There's so much lore. We got Rudolph, Santa, we got Jack Frost, we got the Nutcracker, we got elves, we got Mrs. Claus, Mr. Claus, Fred Claus, trees, ornaments, gingerbread men. There's a whole lore. Oh, hi Abe. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Yeah, we do need this is I still haven't watched K-pop Demon Hunters. I said this before. I have a friend who like really wanted to watch it with me and then we just never got around to it. I'm going to lock in for this scene. How did they get John Turturro to do all of this? How hard up was he in 2009? Why did he agree to this? Because you can't even claim ignorance. Like, this is exactly what it looks like. Did he just sign up for this movie and they just didn't tell him that's what he'd be doing? Because you can't do the, like, Cats excuse where Cats was all CGI. Like, these look like prosthetics. Oh. Oh, why? Why did he agree to this? How could the man who made the Big Lebowski spin-off movie in 2019 that nobody watched, how could he make this? How could he do this? Yeah, this was after the Transformers bit where a Transformer peed on him. Yeah, I'm just waiting for people to comment on the comically large thing of gumballs I have. I found this in my mom's room. Actually, she gave this as a gift to my brother, and my brother was like, those gumballs are full of microplastics. And he's probably right. I'm gonna have another one. Yummy, yummy plastic. That's probably where my brother got that info from. Whatever, at this point, I've eaten so much plastic, it's fine. Little plastic. It's just part of the seasoning. Like, I see what they were going for with this movie. I just don't understand why they never, in the process of spending $100 million, why nobody in charge stopped to say, like, hey, wait, kids aren't gonna like this. I'm very confused. I didn't watch the Curtis Connor video about this, but did he like go into why this was made? Because I'd be interested in like doing an investigative deep dive. Because I have a lot of questions here. And I gotta follow the money. Oh wait, someone donated. Mr. Study, you gave another $5. Thank you so much. That's another $10 donation. Thank you. And you've revealed Hollow Type, Every1, Coconut Clover, Matea761, and Muscle and Hate. That's a great username, Muscle and Hate. I love it. Y'all gifting channel memberships is like playing some kind of like slot machine where I just the slot machine winnings are just crazy usernames. People really have usernames and stuff, huh? Yeah, they spent $100 million on this movie. Or 90 million. It was a lot of millions. If they spent that much on the movie production, then I'm assuming the marketing was even worse. I just want to tell y'all, I'm reading the Wikipedia page. The director stated that the film was his dream project for over 20 years. Um, A 2022 article reported that the film was primarily financed by VEB.RF, a Russian state development corporation chaired by Vladimir Putin, and that it is the most expensive Russian film produced to date. In December 2020, VEB filed a lawsuit against the producers for unpaid loans totaling $127 million. Wow. This... See, I knew there was a deeper story here. Okay, so this movie was pretty much mostly financed by VEB, is a Russian state development corporation and investment company. Okay, so that was the bank thing we saw in the beginning. Vinishcom Bank. Vinishcom Bank. I don't know how to speak Russian. All right, yeah. So there's some really shady stuff happened with this money. Wow. Okay. Who is? Why did he say this is his dream project? Does he still make movies? Oh no. Okay, so this was literally made by a Russian guy. He wait. No, wait. Okay, he was the script writer. The guy who directed this movie was like a famous Russian screenwriter. He wrote the script for Andrei Rublev. He wrote the script for Ivan's Childhood. Well, he's one of the script writers anyway. Okay, I don't recognize any of the other movies actually. Never mind. I guess he's not that famous. Oh yeah, and this movie was in 3D. So yeah, that's what we're really missing. So we're not watching it in 3D. Of course. This would if I saw that this would traumatize children. This scene right here in particular has probably been in so many kids' nightmares. I'm also reading that this guy, of course, because he's funded by the Russian government, he supports Russia's invasion of Ukraine. So that's another thing that this director is known for. There's I just anytime like when I feel like every movie, every kid who's grown up in the past 100 years has some movie scene that terrified them as a child that wasn't actually scary. For me, it was the scene in Finding Nemo with the anglerfish and the shark and the barracuda. I was afraid to go in the ocean for like years after Finding Nemo. The shark scared me. I remember my parents one time like brought home a copy of the Finding Nemo video game for Xbox, whatever, PlayStation 2, and I refused to touch it. Like I was so scared of Finding Nemo, I could not play the game. I had to watch my brother play it. And when we got to the shark part, I left the room while he did the whole thing. Well, I didn't see Jaws until I was like 19, 20, whatever. But I saw Finding Nemo when I was at that age where, like, that's the first time I'd seen, big scary fish on a screen. And they were really big in that theater, they were huge. Snowy, that's so real. Those squirrels were scary because those were real squirrels. Those were real squirrels that he trained to crack those nuts. Nowadays, it'd just be CGI slop. Tim Burton was the only one who was brave enough to do that. Think about it. The Gmork from Neverending Story. I can see that. The were-rabbit transformation scene in Wallace and Gromit. I can also see that. I haven't seen that movie in so long. I love the were-rabbit video game. That was like an amazing co-op game. I haven't played it since I was a kid, but I remember it being like an amazing 3D platformer puzzle co-op game. You ever seen the live action Grinch movie, Fat Fury? You basically just missed that, but worse. Everyone in this movie looks like a Who. I saw someone the other day, I forgot what it was some post talking about illegal Who migration. Illegal immigration of Who's from Whoville. Okay, Toffee. I love the live action Cat in the Hat. I watched it just the right age for me to love it. If I was younger, though, I probably would have also been scared of it. The scene from X-Men where the guy turns into water. Yeah, that's pretty messed up. Oh, thank you, Cross, for another $5. The Easter Beagle, Charlie Brown. Whenever Peppermint Patty screamed in anger when Marcy cooked the eggs or something, I just do not like loud. That's fair. I was kind of scared of the, I was scared of the episode of SpongeBob with the, like, live-action gorilla. The one where SpongeBob's afraid to go outside and then the live-action gorilla shows up and, like, tears him in half. I was scared of that. I think you have another $2, Mr. Study. The doggy hell scene and all dogs go to heaven. Every generation of kids has something to traumatize them. Imagine growing up and being a FNAF kid. Do you know how many kids... I mean, kids love Five Nights at Freddy's, but imagine how many kids out there were traumatized by Five Nights at Freddy's. Imagine how many kids are going to a movie theater right now and being traumatized by Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Oh, Courage the Cowardly Dog kind of freaked me out too. I had never watched much of it, but what little I did see freaked me out. Richard, 9 years old, the vulture monsters and Dark Crystal in the movie theater. Oh yeah, that would freak me. That's ugh. I just always wonder. Like I look at kids' movies now, and I'm like, I wonder when this movie's gonna traumatize some child. So this is like the end of World War II. This is what happened when World War II ended. This makes me want to watch Jojo Rabbit. Remember that movie? That was a better movie than this. Weapons is scary until the ending, and then the ending is so funny. Thank you for another $5, Crass. I think those scenes may or may not have made me develop a fear of people being mad and yelling at me when I screw up and I do it over and over. Again, if you really think about it, the world is so big, statistically speaking, every major film release has traumatized some child for some reason. Name any major movie release that is meant for like families and kids in some way, and there's some child out there who has a story of being traumatized by it. Every kid's show, every kid's movie, there's probably kids out there traumatized by Coco Melon somehow. There's probably some traumatic Coco Melon content that we don't know about. How was there still 10 minutes of this? The movie Twister freaked you out? Dude, the cover for Twister freaked me out. Seeing the cover for Twister in a Blockbuster as a kid, that freaked me out. I didn't even have to watch it. I just had to know it existed. I was the same way with The Grudge. The like not the original Grudge, the like American version of The Grudge. Just the cover, seeing the cover for that at Blockbuster freaked me out. Mr. Study, thank you again. Toys getting revenge in the first Toy Story. Oh yeah. The the doll head with the spider leg. You just reminded me. I got freaked out by Monsters Inc. too. I was freaked out of the scene where what's his name, the crab guy, when he's like chasing them down the hallway, and then the scene with the doors where they're running away from Randall. That scared me as a kid too. My mom was terrified of Bambi. The scene where the mom dies in Bambi, my mom always talks about being really scared of as a kid. Like she said Bambi was a really scary movie for her when she was little. Falling Away, that you remind me, I was scared of the trailer for 2012, the Roland Emmerich Apocalypse movie. I was scared of the trailer for that movie. I never even watched it. Disaster type movies like that freaked me out a lot. Um, the Day After Tomorrow looked really freaky to me. When I eventually saw it in high school, I was like, this is kind of stupid. But as a kid, it was like, oh. So that was a movie that was made. I will be right back. I need to go hydrate. I'm out of water. I'm back. My audio is perfect now. Listen, you. What's the line from Fight Club? You met me at a very strange time in my life. Because I'm not at home. Because my computer is dying on me. And I am not even at home. I'm at my parents' house. So that was the Nutcracker. This is the part of the stream now where I read your letterboxd reviews of the Nutcracker. So let's do that. Let's see what the people have to say about the Nutcracker. Actually, I'll give you all a few minutes. Okay. All right. August said half a star. The film was okay background for an Evasive stream. Go watch and subscribe to her content. Join us for her Sunday movies or Thursday games. Did this film think that rats shouldn't have given such a glow up by Ratatouille that it needed to make Ratsies? Also, John Turturro, Why do you look like Dana Carvey in this? I can't get over ratification. We're instituting, what did they say? They're like, we're doing ratification to turn everyone into rats. Again, I want to bring up my point from earlier. Is during World War II, the Nazis called Jewish people rats. But in this, they are. What was going on in Russia? What is going on in Russia? Do we have any Russians? Can someone tell me what's going on in Russia? Snowy said, and the Academy Award for Best Original Song goes to the Relativity song from the Nutcracker. Just because you're the best in this movie does not mean that you're that's a really low bar to be the best song in this movie. Declan said the worst atrocities in this were committed by the wig department. Absolutely. Kudelia said an unfortunate stain on Nathan Lane's illustrious career. I don't know. Need I remind you that Nathan Lane was also in Stuart Little 2. No, this is his lowest rated movie by far. Richard said, Russia future is the children. Russia loves the children. Vote for Putin again. Yeah, what's stopping them from just doing this movie again? It's been long enough. Most people didn't even see it the first time. They spend a lot of time establishing NC as a nickname, which is interesting because NC is a stupid nickname. That was Rainadora. Thank you. Rainadora, what is your profile picture? Your description says the wretched frog is reviewing movies, even though she doesn't know how. It'll be fine, probably. Is it a wretched frog? Is that your profile picture? Raina, I'm looking at your letterbox. The only Christmas movies you watched this year were with me? Come on. Age Lesson said, screw Max. No one likes Max. True. Fuel said, sorry to Richard E. Grant. Abe said, 1 star. A complete betrayal of Tchaikovsky's original ballet. Nearly everything is entirely misguided. The unnecessary inclusion of lyrics, the classic pieces of music, tone-deaf and even offensive references to Nazis and the Holocaust. The usage of 3D CGI being a literal eyesore and a wasted cast of talented people taking part in what is now one of the worst Christmas films ever made. God, I need another long break to recover from all of this soon. Okay, take your break. Don't watch movies. You just saw Avatar, though. I'm going to read your Avatar reviews. You watched Terminator right before you went to see Avatar? You're committed. Not enough Christmas movies in your list, though. So here's what we're going to do. Wait. Hold on. I have to stop this timer. Scripts. Stop. Oh my gosh, I think I'm coming down with a cold. Wow. Okay. There should have been a J. Robert Oppenheimer cameo at the end. Oh, what do I leave for my review? I'm gonna say... I'm just gonna make a comment about how they look like the Who's. I left a review. Okay, Rainadora, fine. And I guess you were also there for the November 30th, the charity live stream, where we watched the Nuttiest Nutcracker, Grumpy Cat. Oh, Rockin' Reindeer Christmas. That was so good. Take me back to Rockin' Reindeer Christmas. Y'all want to watch Rockin' Reindeer Christmas again? Or no, wait. Okay, so we're done with the Nutcracker. My computer still sounds like it's melting, but it's fine. Abe, you want me to look at your movies you watched while high? Alright, I'm gonna take a look. Oh, wait, there's more reviews. I See the Cosmos said, I had watched people react to this before, but finally watched it myself. During an Evasive stream, it exists. I still question how most elements of the film got approved. Why are the rats Nazis? Why is there really bad lyrics slapped on top of classic ballet music? Why Albert Einstein? Why the bad wig budget? So many questions. I didn't watch the Curtis Connor video. Did he explain the that part of it? Like, did he deep dive? Or am I gonna have to do it myself? I don't know what it's going. I have my AirPods in, and there's like some crazy sounds coming because my AirPods are connected to my mom's computer. Oh, fucking happy. Was that in the Rockin' Reindeer Christmas? See, I've watched so much, y'all. Okay, wait, let me go through my letterbox real quick and tell you all of the things that I watched the last few days, or like forced. What am I listening to? All right, I'm just gonna turn that down. I can't turn it down. What is happening? I'm sorry. I mean, I'm getting the weirdest sounds from my AirPods right now. What is happening? Where is this coming from? I think, okay, I think this is connected to my dad's computer somehow, or my dad's phone, and he's watching YouTube shorts, and I'm hearing them in my. Okay. This is like when you have like a CV radio and you get a signal you're not meant to get. Very relatable experience. Okay. So, I watched A Nonsense Christmas with Sabrina Carpenter, Santa with Muscles, Deck the Halls, Tim and Eric Awesome Show Great Job Christmas Special, Eyes Wide Shut, Four Christmases, Bah Humduck, A Looney Tunes Christmas, A Visit to Santa, Donkey's Christmas Shrektacular, Love Actually, Tokyo Godfathers, Sonic Christmas Blast, Father Christmas and the Fairy, which is a 1 minute long, is the first ever Christmas movie. It was a 1 minute long thing from 1898. So I wouldn't really count that as a movie. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, but the 1940s version. Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas, The Christmas Light, Santa's Enchanted Village, which is cursed, Fred Claus, All of the Other Reindeer, A Lot Like Christmas, which is a bad Netflix Christmas movie. I didn't finish it. The Grinch That Stole Bitches. I watched a movie called The Grinch That Stole Bitches. Look up The Grinch That Stole Bitches. There's like 20 minutes of close-up twerking shots in the movie. It's like a whole big chunk of the movie is just twerking. Kind of loved it. Garfield Christmas, Merry Christmas, Mr. Bean, A Very Jonas Christmas Movie, A Muppets Christmas, Letters to Santa, That Christmas, The Christmas Chronicles, and Faye's 12 Days of Christmas. Why did I do this? Because I'm procrastinating on work. Tokyo Godfathers is the best Christmas movie. We watched it on the live stream a year ago, but I'd seen it so many times before then. It's also a New Year's movie, so you're still allowed to watch it. This is like the perfect time of year to watch it if you've never seen it. No, The Grinch That Stole Bitches is a Tubi, the Tubi original movie. It's, as far as I can tell, it was made by, like, some rappers in Atlanta. And the Grinch he steals bitches. But it's more like the bitches, they steal themselves. I don't really remember the plot very well. I was very high. I just watched Christmas Chronicles last night. That movie was bad. It's a bad movie. In the words of Garfield, in the Garfield Christmas special, whoever invented that movie should be taken outside and shot. Just kidding. Garfield said that about Christmas trees. He said whoever invented Christmas trees should be taken out back and shot. I introduced my brother's friends to Tokyo Godfathers. They'd never seen it. They loved it. Did I get any other reviews that I need to review? Stagnant_nomad said, from the moment I first saw the CGI of the Nutcracker, I knew this was a horror movie. A horror movie filled with Nazi rats. Oh wait, Someone told me this is a holiday movie. I can't believe there's a ballet based on this. Another movie night with Evasive. Follow on YouTube for Evasive for Sunday streams. Thank you for the promo. I love y'all putting up ads for my channel in case anyone else watches the Nutcracker anytime soon. Well, you know, the night is still young. For me, it's only 9 o'clock for me. So let me show you what was on my Christmas watch list that I still didn't get around to. And maybe we can watch a little something together. Short, if you really want to. You also saw Ginger Dead Man this year. Also, thank you for another $2. That was on my... Oh, I didn't get to see it. See... After enough Christmases go by, I will have watched every major Christmas movie. Oh my gosh, wait. Okay, y'all. Okay, I can't ask y'all to give me... If y'all have the energy... There's a really cursed looking animated Christmas short on Tubi starring Danny DeVito and Lucy Liu. It's called Little Spirit Christmas in New York. And it only has 172 views on Letterboxd. It is 40 minutes long. And I have to watch it for my video I'm working on where I watch every Danny DeVito movie. I still have to watch this one. It's 40 minutes long. Let me see if I can link to it. Do y'all see that link in the chat? If y'all want to help me research, I do still have to watch that. This is clearly experimental. Like no one has watched this. This has like almost no views. But it's on Tubi. If you're American. Except I don't think my mom has ad block. Unless this is also on YouTube somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, this is just also uploaded straight to YouTube. Okay, yeah, this is also just uploaded straight to YouTube. Who's down? Who's my ride or dies? Who wants to watch a cursed Christmas special with me that I have to watch and take notes on anyway? Who's ready to commit to watching Little Spirit Christmas in New York 2008? My computer may melt in the process, but it's okay. Also, thank you again to everyone who has donated tonight to me and to the GoFundMe account, which I still have to check. But my phone's low battery, so... Okay, so it's not a whole movie. It's 40 minutes long. So it's not a full-length movie, but it's not short either. Let me link y'all to it. Okay, fair enough, Abe. Okay, I just pinned it. This doesn't even have as many views as our drawings. 19,000 views. And the comments are turned off. So that's how you know it's good. It's actually super helpful for me that this whole movie is just available on YouTube. Makes downloading the footage really easy. Because I can just download the whole thing. Alright, y'all, let's get this started. Come along with me on a journey. Okay, let me open my notepad. Alright, let's do this before my computer melts. I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1, go. And we're gonna go. Oh, jeez. Oh, my computer is really struggling. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. Alright, it's like a second off. But who cares? We weren't even supposed to do this. Brenda Song? Wasn't that the girl in Sweet Life? The YouTube link is hosted by Encourage TV. Oh, there's Danny. That's gotta be Danny, right? Look at him. I'm loading here. This movie's got Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior in it. I'm gonna be so mad if Danny DeVito's barely in this. Dude, these graphics look like GTA 4. This is like Grand Theft Auto 4 on a PlayStation 3. No, this is actually worse than GTA. This is like GTA 3. Yeah, you're right. Brenda Song was also in Santa with Muscles. Has she ever been in a good Christmas movie? She was in a movie called a Disney Channel movie called The Ultimate Christmas Present. Yay high? Oh, the dog is I mean, this animation just kind of looks unfinished. And the dog especially looks messed up. I'm gonna investigate this. Hold on. There's like that Taylor Swift song. Welcome to New York. He's what? Wait. This is exactly what it's like to move to New York. No, cab driver. Oh, wait. That's that. Okay, he's the dad. So this is a story about. Or did he just touch that random kid's shoulder? Is he just a cab driver? Did that cab driver just. Even if he just touched his. Why did the cab driver get handsy with a kid? Also, that's not street legal. You can't have a cab that looks like that. This was before Uber was invented. I put on a the little Danny DeVito special that I have to watch, the last obscure Christmas special that he was in. So I'm taking notes on that, and I'm also still streaming. Okay. But there's only like 10 people still. Or no, 18. There's 18 of you still here. The cab driver is too nice to be a New York cab driver. No, New York cab drivers are nice to kids. Sometimes, usually. Y'all, the animation in this looks like a PlayStation 2 cutscene. If this was a PlayStation 2 game, this would be considered, like, great graphics. It kind of looks like Kingdom Hearts 2. But with more, like... Now, this is a PlayStation... These are PlayStation 2 graphics. Hi, Mr. Study. Thank you again. Oh my gosh, another 5. Thank you so much. Who did you just reveal? Meg B2188. Whoops. Genevieve 4444. Giselle Poppy. And Ivy Miller 4162. Thank you for another 5. I really appreciate that. Thank you for watching A Christmas Light. No, A Christmas... Little Spirit Christmas in New York. Y'all, what game does this look like? There's some video game that this looks like. Fuzzy Numbers, we are watching a cursed looking 40-minute long Christmas special from 2008 starring Danny DeVito, Lucy Liu, and Brenda Song. And I'm taking notes on it. Dollar store Jimmy Neutron graphics. Absolutely. I'm just trying to find any information about... I don't think this thing even has a Wikipedia page. This thing doesn't even have a Wikipedia page. So I don't... How am I supposed to figure out how this was made? I rely on Wikipedia for everything. Okay, I found a listing in Christmas Specials Wiki. Okay, this special premiered on December 10th, 2008 on NBC. It was furnished... It was... I think that means financed. It was financed by Macy's. So this is, I think, a Macy's ad, kind of. So maybe at some point they, like, go to Macy's. That's all the info on it. Okay, I'm seeing now in the movie poster. Not the one on Letterboxd, the one on... There's, like, another movie poster that has the Macy's. I think they're gonna go to Macy's. Okay, this looks like the main character of a forgotten PlayStation 2 game. Like Scalar. Y'all remember Scalar? Got anybody here who ever played Scalar? A game where you were a blue lizard kid? Shout out Scalar. I never got past, like, level 2. Estimated... Where are you finding this information? This cost $2 million. This dog looks like a member of Paw Patrol crossed with Dobby from Harry Potter. Y'all, this movie is directed by someone named Leopoldo Gout. This is the only thing he's ever directed. Fuzzy Numbers, I never got those. I never got those demo discs. But if I had, I would have worn them out. I didn't really have a lot of... My family did not have a lot of video games when we were kids. So we must just replayed the same games over and over again. So if we did have one of those demo discs, I would have played it a lot. This movie really feels like a special that some YouTuber bigger than me should have made a video about by now. Chad, Curtis Connor, Drew Gooden, Izzy's. So many YouTubers who could have done a video about this already. Not even Saberspark has done a video on this. Saberspark has done a video about every stupid animated thing ever made. This looks like Silent Hill. Oh, I thought he was going to take him to Macy's. When do they go to Macy's? When do we learn about the great deals Macy's has every holiday season? Why is the pigeon bigger than the dog? I'm telling y'all, if this was a PlayStation 2 game, these would be really good graphics. Yes! The dog's gonna go in Macy's. Finally, we get our product placement. Was this worth $2 million? Macy's, was this worth $2 million? So this is basically just a really long commercial for Macy's. Starring Danny DeVito. I mean, that's... Danny's in all those Jersey Mike's ads. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. A sub above. Yeah, she did say that. I'm gonna take a note of that. Danny DeVito and Lucy Liu. No, but the fact this was just a commercial for a department store disguised as a Christmas special. I just feel like if they wanted people to watch this more than the one single 2008 it came out on, maybe they should have spent more money on the animation and less money on Danny DeVito. But then again, if Danny DeVito wasn't in this, would I have ever watched it? No. Absolutely not. No, it's not that Macy's needed that bag. It's that Macy's had a lot of money to waste. I'm pretty sure Macy's is in decline now, but in 2008 they had enough money to just say, yeah, whatever, $2 million for a NBC Christmas special with our branding on it. They just had that money laying around. This is what happens when you spend money without even, like, any oversight or minimal oversight. This kind of looks like that Tony Hawk movie that Curtis Connor made a video about. I don't know. I mean, how much does an ad in the Super Bowl cost? This is like a lower. 2008 also was still like kind of part of the monoculture. Like we didn't have internet stuff as much, so it's kind of like a Super Bowl type of thing. Super Bowl ads. Yeah, so my research, Raina Dora, we figured out this was an NBC Christmas special that aired in 2008. That was financed by Macy's, the department store. I gotta say though, I was expecting more Macy's. The dog went to Macy's, but there hasn't been a lot of Macy's. Maybe they sold the DVD for this at Macy's. And then they could just like take 100% of the profits from that. Thank you, Mr. Study, for another $2. Everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. Is this like a Smiling Friends joke? You're hearing a remix of Jingle Bells? I'm hearing nothing. I think they muted this part of the video in the upload. Oh, it came back. Okay, we heard the tail end of it. Okay, so whoever uploaded this definitely got copyright busted for that song. We're learning a lot here. I wonder if when I download the movie, if it will still be like that. Probably. I really wanted to hear that version of Jingle Bells, though. I just don't get why he's a cab. Like, if this was like their uncle or something. But he just seems, the cab driver just seems a little weird with children. Do y'all want to go to Macy's after this? Do y'all want to go to your local Macy's? This dog's going to jail. It's like what happened to Luigi Mangione. Garland, where are you? What part of the world are you in? Give him back his dog. Give him back his dog. Yo, shout out Iowa. I drove through there once. And one time for a video, I watched a low-budget movie about a girls' basketball team in Iowa. This was for a video I did 2 years ago, where I watched every women's basketball movie. Definitely one of my better video ideas that I ever did. I'm thinking I gotta go to Macy's. I think I'm gonna go to Macy's.com right now. He went to Macy's. Macy's. Macy's gift cards. Leo found a gift certificate for Macy's. So you can buy some cologne and an expensive shirt. Y'all ever sleep in bed with your dog like this? It takes a special dog for you to be able to do that. If this happened today, those kids would just be on the iPhone the whole time. In on Christmas Day in the morning. You worked at a Macy's in high school? How was that? Alright, well thank you for watching that Macy's commercial with me, everybody. Or y'all want to get the top reviews on something on Letterboxd real quick? Because it only has 172 views, so We're going to get the top reviews for whatever we post, so we got to make it funny. Alright, that was educational. August said, light is a waveform, not a little spirit. Why'd little girl such a buzzkill with this random cab driver that apparently stalked this kid named Leo? Rainadora said, the dad says that they're going to call the police to find the dog, and then the policeman tries to arrest the dog and refuses to let her go until everyone tells him to give Leo back his dog. It's a real ACAB movie if you think about it. True. There's a remix of Jingle Bells in this that sounds kind of 2000s hip-hop, and it was muted in the YouTube upload. How much did Macy's pay for licensing for that? That poor woman was so shaken when he backflipped into the Christmas tree portal and disappeared. If you pay close attention, you can see her on a Zoom call therapy session later because of the trauma that child caused her. Alright, I'm going to leave my review later so that my Nutcracker review has some time to gather likes. But I will probably say something about Danny DeVito. Yeah, thank you all for helping me do my research tonight. That I took some great notes. I will write a hilarious 1-minute bit about this in my full video. Thank you for joining me for movie night again. It's getting late and my parents are asleep in the other room, so I have to be quiet. Thank you again to Richard, Garland, August, James, Crass, and especially big thank you to Mr. Study for gifting all of those channel memberships. We raised, let me see if anyone else donated. Tonight we raised about $60 for charity and $150 to help me pay my taxes. Or no, $150 to help me buy Christmas gifts that I already bought. $150 to help finance me replacing this computer before it melts. It's so loud. I need to give it a break. Okay. Good night, everyone. I may not be able to stream next week. I think I'm going to be... Or no, I'll still be available. Maybe I'll stream next week. I don't know. I'll see how this week goes. I gotta work on a video about Rob Schneider's The Hot Chick. Very exciting stuff. I'm exhausted. Okay. Bye.